3. I'll be here till 11 o'clock with my co-host Truth Davis. What's going on, Truth?
What's popping?
We're here in Flow Ohio Radio Studios with Serge in general. What's going on, Serge?
Coolin', bro.
Coolin'. Everybody's probably wondering, that's a different song than what we normally play for the intro.
Yeah.
Hard.
I don't know what that was.
Yes, that is from the Black Panther. Legend has it. It was a little tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who did pass away untimely Friday night from colon cancer. Rest in peace, King.
Yeah.
You know, Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever. And you're gonna probably hear a lot more about what he did in his life in our entertainment section. But I'm gonna tell you, he did a movement. He did a huge movement, and made a lot of people really dig deep and show themselves that we can do anything when you go hard at it. You have to go hard at it all the time. You can't just be second guessing and second fiddling. It's like you either all in or you just don't do it. That's the thing. So Chadwick, thank you, sir. Thank you for your contribution to society. And to his family, may y'all find comfort and peace during this time. So that's my tribute. Thank you. So how was everybody's week?
Yo, today was like insane.
I know, you said you had the...
I don't do well with training people unless it has something to do with like my business. You know what I mean?
I got
you. I got a mini promotion.
Word.
So
round of applause for the mini promotion.
Shit.
Hey, a mini promotion is better than no promotion.
For real. A little bit more money, you know. But what came along with that was having to train.
A little bit of responsibility.
Yeah, you know.
That's how it happened.
They were like, my boss was like, oh, because the other lady that was there, she left, and my boss was like, we got 3 interviews coming in. She's like, I'm gonna send them to you so they can tour the kitchen. So I'm thinking that's like after she do the interview part, you know, she's just gonna send them down there, you know. I'm like, all right, cool.
Nope.
And then she walks in. I'm like sweeping the floor. She walks in and she hands me the application. I'm like, what are we doing?
Welcome
to
management.
What's going on? And she told us, she said, hey, this is Tiffany. She's gonna do your interview.
Oh, am I?
So, you know, I kind of improvised and breezed through, kind of just told her, you know, a little bit of what to do. Man. And, yeah, that was...
So, did you pick who got hired?
Look, what happened was I had 3 interviews.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first one, she's
special.
She is unique in her own way.
Okay.
The second one walked in with a chef jacket on.
Oh, ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
So I'm like,
I'm ready to work right now.
You I'm like, okay. I was like, you got a chef jacket on. I was like, I ain't even got no chef jacket.
That's experience.
I said, but I know what I'm doing. And me and you together, you know what I mean? We gonna make it do what it do.
We gonna make it do.
And even after the interview and everything, she stuck around. She's like, can I just watch what you do so, you know, I can kind of memorize it in my head? I'm like, yeah.
That's initiative right
She's
there.
like, she told my boss, she's like, I'm going to call back. I'm going to call you at 4:00 to let you know if I accept your offer. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm waiting for the third person to come. They ain't never show up. So I'm like, I'm like, all right, cool. Because I was waiting for my smoke break anyway. And they was delaying it. So I'm like, yo, where the next person at? She's like, I don't think they're coming. All right, cool. Be back. So the second one, who I deemed to be the most, that's who I wanted. You know what I mean? I was rooting for her. She said, no, I have to decline. All right.
That's the person with the jacket. They came in with the jacket and then declined.
Yeah, they declined.
That means they got a better offer somewhere.
Yeah,
else.
she had another job interview when she left.
Yep.
My botched interview.
Got that right.
And she declined, so I ended up with the other person, which is all good because, you know, some people can be trained and do a really good job. So I can't, knock nobody, and everybody deserves a chance.
That's the biggest thing. Now you can actually train them the way you want them to be
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the other person with the jacket probably would have been like, I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
I don't need you to tell me what to do.
Exactly.
That's I wasn't gonna tell her what to do. What you mean? if it's my day off,
You coming in.
yeah, exactly. I don't care what, as long as these people eat, that's it. Like, really,
What you
truly, yeah. But I got the other one, and came in and trained today. Number one, I'm not a good training person because I'm not even on time for work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always like at least like between 5 and 8 minutes late
right,
for work.
right where it's just enough to where you don't get in trouble.
And I remember, and I remembered that I had to train this lady, but I was already running late this morning, so I'm like, I gotta stop and get coffee.
Yeah, I'm already late.
Yeah.
When are we gonna be more late?
Regard, I don't care what's going on around me. Best believe I'm gonna stop at Wawa and I'm gonna get my coffee before I go to work. It just throws my day off if I don't. And so that quick, I forgot I got to train somebody after waking up and remembering. And my homeboy that worked there, he was like, "Yo, there's this lady here," and she was there at like 6:50 because everybody, trying
First
to
day.
People want to get there early.
That first day, yeah.
He's like, "There's this lady here." She said, "You're supposed to train her." I said, "Damn." I said, "I'm coming." I said, "But I'm at Wawa right now." I said,
I would have been like, "I'm stuck in traffic."
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
Well, you kind of can't say that in Zephyr Hills about traffic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Unless there's an animal in the middle of the road
There you go.
or
There's
a
a
train
deer.
stopped on the track.
I'm staring
Okay.
at this deer right now. I'll be here shortly.
You can use that. But she came in
Well, that's good.
and she really did. It's difficult when you
Yeah.
first starting something out and you're trying to shadow somebody and stuff. But I'm not a shadower. I'm not like the type of person that lets somebody just like stand there and But we made it through the day.
Hey,
Made
congratulations.
it through the day. And
So that's that
my vacation starts today. So
Word.
I don't really
Congratulations.
All right.
I don't give a damn what happens in that building until I come back, as long as it don't burn down.
Yeah.
and
We
the
got a week
residents
off.
eat. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Got anything cool planned?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
I
going on
think
an
she-
airplane tomorrow.
Yeah, I think she does.
Where you going?
I'm going to Cali.
What?
You
Word.
So you actually, so you going
She
out
going
there.
as far away from
Why
Florida as
not?
possible.
Why not? Thought about it. Tickets been paid for.
Tickets are super cheap too. So
Tickets been paid for. So
might as well do it.
It was like
Enjoy
I
it.
was like, if this, and this happen, it's meant for me to go.
And
then
this,
and this happened. So I was like, all right,
we're in Cali.
Yeah.
Los Angeles.
Word.
Oh
Los
wow,
Angeles.
you going to L.A.
So I've never been there. I've always wanted
You're
to
gonna
go.
love it.
I always wanted it to be like a big homie trip for
Yeah.
all my leaf friendly
You
friendly
gonna
folks.
love it.
But we
All I
gonna go have a
recommend,
good time.
because I've been out there. I've stayed out there like 6 months when I was working doing the training for the hospitals. Go to Del Taco.
Del Taco.
It's like
Ooh, I heard
Taco
about that.
Bell's competitor, but they have crinkle cut fries. So you can get tacos and fries at the same place.
It's interesting. as
It is
that sounds.
amazing.
Ooh.
Interesting.
And the
as that
seasoning
sounds.
that they use on the beef is different than Taco Bell's. It tastes delicious. You got to try it.
I'm a street taco person, though.
Yeah. Yeah, but you're going to find plenty of those out there.
Yeah.
That's Mexico land out there. You about to get the super tacos.
I know.
So yeah, I'm gonna go over there for a few days and just cool out, chill in the hotel, enjoy the the greenery and the scenery, and just
That's gonna be nice.
It's a lot to do, and I like art and I love street art. And
you're gonna see a lot of that.
It's a lot of that. And I wanted to go to the Marathon store.
I was just gonna say that. It's
mural.
like we were,
but they got like a gate around it. It's all blocked off and stuff. So as long as I see like one big Nipsey mural or whatever,
a bunch of Kobe murals too.
Yeah,
Oh, you'll see a lot of those. You gotta see a lot of those.
Go to that court, the basketball court that they got.
Nipsey's.
No, the Kobe joint.
Yeah,
they got one that when you see it from the sky, they like it has Kobe. I think and his daughter was on the court.
Yeah, they did. Yeah,
him and Gigi.
Kobe, yep. And another person gone too early.
That's gonna be my week.
Enjoy.
Man, that sounds like fun. Though.
I be trying to get my people on stuff. Yo, let's go. Even if we gotta pay for tickets like 3 months in advance, at least we we know like it's secure.
You know what's gonna happen.
What?
I know that's what I mean about getting your tickets in advance. You know what's gonna happen.
Jump on them.
Yeah, you don't have a choice at that point. As soon as you buy that ticket, I gotta go.
Gotta go.
Jump on them $70 tickets before the world go back to normal and prices go back up.
Yeah.
Because Lord knows, I done Googled prices for California many times, and it was always $300, $350, like. And I fly Spirit when it's somewhere a short distance. When it's a short distance, I fly Spirit. But
no, you ain't.
When it's more than 3 hours, nah, bruh.
Yeah, no, I
got to get on a United
or
a JetBlue or something.
There you go.
But that's going to be my week.
Truth, enjoy your vacation. You
really
deserve it.
Thank you.
Especially becoming a manager and all that stuff. So
when I get back, they're going to hit me in the head.
Oh,
they're
going
to wham me.
Like, you a manager, you take vacation?
Yeah. But honestly, I ain't even finna cap. I am not even finna cap. Them people love me. I talk a lot of trash, but I do my job. I really do. I do my job.
That's all that matters.
Big facts.
That's all you gotta do. If you keep your head above water and you just do what you're supposed to, especially in the management role, you're good.
I be clowning with the residents. And then the other ones, the mean ones, we have our words.
Hey.
And then, a couple days, maybe a week, sometimes we be all right again.
There you go.
But yeah.
All right. Well, I'm ready for Labor Day weekend.
Snap!
Labor Day.
Yeah,
weekend.
that is true. So we get that Monday.
You get the Monday off. So
I can't even say that.
So I got it. So starting Friday at 5:00, my phone going off. My work.
So you're not going to be one of those guys that takes the Friday off.
No, I can't.
To make it like a.
I would love to, but at where I work at, either somebody's getting hurt or they have doctor's appointments. So it's like. I can't even, no. Yeah. I can't. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll work Friday. I might try to sneak out early. I'll probably try to sneak out early and then enjoy my 3-day weekend. So then just relax and probably do some things around the apartment or probably take my daughter out somewhere so we can
go to the beach.
Yeah. Even though I'm not a beach person.
Yeah, I feel
unless you got some money, remember that conversation. If he rich, he going to the beach.
He goes to the beach.
Yeah, true. So, all right, so let's get our show started tonight. So we're gonna talk about a little bit of what's going on in our national news, guys. So let's get started. So our great President Trump, he's been pretty busy this past week.
Oh yeah, what's he been doing?
He actually went to Louisiana and Texas to look at the damage that happened from Hurricane Laura, which was probably one of the fastest growing hurricanes that ever happened besides Michael.
Yeah.
Pretty much, he toured the damage. He told the people in the area that FEMA money is available now for them. But the only question I have is, there's FEMA money available for them, but what happened when that next storm comes? Because they had to dip into the funds for the coronavirus pandemic.
Where does FEMA get their money? And how do they have so much?
Probably the same way everybody does taxes.
And then they just approve unemployment, some unemployment benefit?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, there's a breaking news story that happened where, for some reason, the CDC has extended the moratoriums on residential evictions for the rest of the year. How does the CDC?
I was wondering. I was like, is that a bad thing?
It's not, but
No.
They make.
Well, how does
decisions. I thought
CDC
the
get that
governors-
call?
yeah, I know. No, well, it's a national moratorium.
Oh, okay.
So now that is not going to happen for the rest of the year. So
Dang, I know homeowners.
Well, that's good. I mean,
it's good and bad because like
about
like
the
I said, the
homeowners,
homeowner
like-
and landlords, where they're going to get their money from now?
see, this is the thing that I should have said they should have did from RIP. Those small business loans should have went to all the people, the landlords, and the banks should have just got cut off.
Yep.
The landlords get to keep the money so they can keep their properties, keep their food, put food on the table, everything. Everybody that has to pay the rent doesn't have to pay the rent. They could just put that on the back of their mortgage.
Yeah.
And the only people that's going to suffer is the banks. But it don't matter because they got money, so they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, that's not in the world we live in.
No.
True.
So that's what's happening.
Are taxes on hold?
Yes. It's only
I was about to say, 'cause
yeah
property taxes.
No payroll tax.
What about property taxes? Because are they still going to owe for those properties
They
that
still-
they aren't getting rent for?
Yeah. They're still going to get. Yeah. There's no moratorium on property taxes. There's a moratorium
They need to
on.
freeze that too.
They
Then
should
Like-
freeze
Yeah.
all of that. I don't understand why they don't.
We're being run as a business right now.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. It's a business mentality that's happening, and in business,
I'd
you
be
know.
pissed if I was a landlord right now.
Oh yeah.
I'd be pissed, but at the same time, my heart would be like, I understand you can't pay your bills right now, this, that, and the other. But how many people just ain't paying rent, but still, I mean, we got
would.
money coming in, like.
No, I pay, and here's the thing: I pay my rent every month.
My landlord, he put the note on the door if you late.
Yeah.
For real, like, seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my landlord, though, because he kind of dope. Man.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
But
my new landlord's pretty cool as
a few
well.
days late, they want their money. So, I mean, I can only imagine, like,
Yeah, so we'll see what happens here going on the rest of the year. I know Florida did extend theirs until October. In October, but we'll see now with the national moratorium if Florida will say okay for the rest of the year. Also, our great president went to Kenosha. He went up to Kenosha to meet with the law enforcement up there to say, they're doing a great job up there. He also went around some parts of the area, to check the businesses that were damaged and all the things that's happened up in Kenosha. But he did make a statement that kind of I want to throw around to the room. He says that there is no systemic racism.
Oh, yeah, that was
yeah.
And it's
He
like,
also knows he talks out his ass.
it's like, yeah, because there's like, you looking at it right, you're looking at it, and I know
He's never experienced anything like that.
Well,
so therefore, a lot of times when people can't relate, it doesn't exist.
and
big facts.
and that's the biggest thing. And a lot of it systemic is not just racial; it is social economic as well. 'Cause I know, not to sound funny, I know white people that they get messed up because they don't have the money like other white people do.
True. I mean, it was Ice-T that said, he didn't say racism doesn't exist, but he did say at the end of the day, they don't care about your race as long as you have money.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have money,
Yep.
they don't care at all.
Exactly.
They say if you're white and you don't have money, you're white trash to them.
Mm-hmm.
If you're black, you already know what you is. Like
Yep.
if you're Spanish, whatever. Like
Yeah,
if you ain't got money, then
they're gonna be like, "Sorry for your luck."
That's how you do it. They
much.
group it by money and then they subgroup it by race.
Yeah,
because he's a black man that's got money, but we still gonna tell
He's
our
still
little
a black
jokes on
guy.
the side.
Yeah,
He's nowhere near our level, but he's got some money, so we can hang out.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, go to some events, take some pictures, smile.
and pay $10,000 for a signature. So, as our president said, So, as you know, there has been a lot of protests that's been happening. They're starting to heat up, especially out in Portland, between actually the alt-left and the alt-right, actually. There's been probably days and days worth of riots and conflicts. And guess what the police did?
Nothing?
Not a thing. They're like, they can work it out. So I'm saying, will that become the new normal when a lot of these groups between, the left and the right?
It's happening in New York. I saw a video, and this was weeks ago, where people were in the street partying, throwing bottles at the police cars, throwing trash in the street, and the police were literally just sitting there.
Now, let me ask you a question on that. Do you think that is the minority or the majority that's doing that?
Doing what? Partying in the street,
throwing the bottles, doing the damage.
What I saw in this particular video at this current time when I was viewing it, it was minorities.
Minorities, okay.
And I mean, we know that every race has, ignorant people.
Yeah,
we already know that, and we know there's some ignorant black people who don't care at all about the issues and topics that and people are fueled about that may be causing a little bit of damage. You know what I mean? They don't have the same heart as that person.
Yeah,
they're just taking advantage of the situation right now.
Yeah, like what happened, like I said, a few months ago when everybody broke into the Nike store. That was that to me. To me, that was just like you said. That just took advantage of the situation at the time. So it's like free shoes.
Usually, the people that are fueled, the more militant, the more Malcolm X, people, because you have the Martin Luther King people who are nonviolent, and then you have the Malcolm X people that's like, no, burn it down.
Yeah.
Even them, they're fueled by passion. Yeah. They're not like, oh, hold up, let me run in here and get these J's and these Air Force Ones, and then y'all can burn it down. Like, it's not the same. No. It's not the same people.
It's the same message, but it's the different way to bring it across. And that's what's
more.
And you're gonna, and I'm thinking, and that's what's gonna start. You're starting to see that more and more. You had up in Georgia, the black militia.
Yeah, I saw them
marching on Stone Mountain.
They weren't playing,
and it's like,
they weren't playing.
And it's like, I want y'all on my side.
I was like, ain't nobody gonna check them. Like,
and they went up and called people out.
They had women in there, they had men in there. I was like,
and they were
strapping y'all big gun strap.
They were no 9mm.
You gonna talk about
exactly.
amendment rights? Yeah, here's ours.
I'm just hoping that all the militias have each other's numbers.
True.
Yeah. I hope that's what it is. Like, because they're a different type of breed.
Oh yeah,
They're like retired soldiers that
exactly.
They know what they're doing,
and they're really about trying to make things right. Because they've been in the military, so they know, this is messed up.
Exactly.
So I feel like hopefully they all have each other's numbers and there's no conflict. Because you know how it is.
Because all of them banding together.
Man,
yeah, you might as well call it.
Jeez.
Everybody know who Kyle Rittenhouse is, right?
Is that the
Big Booty Hole Kyle? That's what I'm calling him.
What?
Big Booty Hole Kyle. You about to be able to park an RV in that boy. I'm telling you.
You think so? You think they ain't gonna let him off?
No, I don't know, because he's a minor, so it's like
but it might not. I don't know if it's gonna be a conviction.
All I know is if he beats the trial, it's about to be major problem.
Yeah,
true.
You might as well just shut that. Just like I said, they're trying to build a wall. I think the other countries will build a wall for us.
Yeah,
Trump might just need to deport him on somewhere.
He's supporting him.
Yeah, he has supported him. He said he was standing his ground.
I hope he protects him if he's let out to the free world. He gonna go live at the White House?
Yeah, I guess so.
You don't need it.
But here's the thing. Like everybody knows, he was out in Kenosha. They were showing pictures of him cleaning up and doing other things like that. But then when nightfall came, he's walking around with his assault rifle, and I guess the stories are conflicting. There's one story that he already shot somebody.
Yeah,
and the protesters were starting to attack him because he shot somebody, and then that's when he shot the other protester. And they said that when he was walking to the police, I guess he put his hands up. The police just let him walk by. The Kenosha police.
Yep.
So
let him leave. He ended up going back to
home,
Illinois.
Yeah. But here's the X factor. His mom now might be charged with accessory.
As she should be.
Because she was the one that transported him across state lines.
Can you buy a gun at 17?
Not in certain states you can. I guess the state where he's from, they can. But
or is that his dad's gun that he took out the gun locker?
Well, then that means his mom got it for him.
Yeah. Some are saying his mom took him there. Some are saying that he got the gun there from one of the people. Some are saying he brought it, so they don't know.
So that's.
I'm pretty sure he got like top counsel.
Yeah.
You already know.
They're raising money for him. There's
Yeah.
people raising money for him for his legal defense. So pay attention to that story.
Did you see the video of him attacking the woman with two of his friends?
Yep.
I have not seen that video.
He beat up a girl.
Yeah.
Girl, wow. That
and it was a week before, like last week, a week before,
I don't
or something.
know. I can't say. I don't know.
So
I just saw the video and I was like, "Wow!" So this is your king.
He's not my king.
This is the guy y'all are defending.
Exactly.
This is the guy that's self-defense. Huh?
As you know, Fort Hood is really under a lot of investigation right now.
As they should
I
be.
saw
They
that.
need to shut
4
that down.
now.
No, 8 total.
8? They found 8 now?
Total.
8 total soldiers have either went missing or dead or just 8. I guess now 8.
That's crazy because the guy just got fired, I think, today.
Wow.
The general. I think he's a general. Whatever.
The general, yeah.
Guy. They let him go.
And
as they should.
And to me, that shows it's a bigger problem in our military than ever. And I think it's just not there. I think Fort Hood now is the forefront.
Yeah.
I guarantee you start digging up a lot of these other
now,
military
these suicides
bases.
or these murders?
No,
Murders,
they're looking.
suicides,
It's a mix, but more and more, they're starting. They're dead.
I don't know about the murders, but I did see somebody that was in the military, and they put up a post saying that people think it's all good in the military, and
It's not.
you get your benefits, this, that, and the other. And they were like, "What happens when your grandmother dies and they won't let you go home?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? What happens when your daughter needs you but you don't have leave for the next 6 months?"
Yep.
They were like, "Yes, you're serving your country." Some people are there because I'm patriotic. I want to defend my country, and then there's some people there for the paycheck and the stability that comes with being in the military.
Yep.
And it's crazy because it's like you giving your life to them, and something happens with you or your family, then it's no.
You're still with us. It's a contract.
And then if you go AWOL, then you're brought up on charges.
Yep.
Like,
and they vary from a little jail time to you ain't going anywhere.
yeah, and then you're in their kind of
In
know what I mean,
in their
facility.
jail. Yeah, it's not civilian. It's military jail. So, but yeah, so Fort Hood is really under the gun right now. So, and I guarantee you, there's going to be more military bases that's going to be under investigation, as they should be, because, like you said, it's now running rampant, and it's
What's the requirement for going in the service? 18?
18 years old, and you got to be a registered voter. That's why they do big voting drives in high school. Because when you register to vote, you can go.
I remember seeing.
Well, you don't have to be registered. Because my ex, she wasn't even a citizen, and they let her in.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, helped her get the ASVAB and the whole 9. And
because I was going to go to West Point as a civilian. They were going to let me go to West Point as a civilian. But then after September 11th happened, I was actually going to drop out of college and go into the military, because that's just how pissed off I was. But my family talked me out of it, and I'm glad they did, because I have two people I know that went into the military during that time, and they're not the same anymore. And like, they break you down.
Yeah.
And like, especially like if you go into the Marines, they break you down to your nothing, and then they build you up into what they want you to be.
Yep.
We got a godbrother, a god nephew in the Marines, and he said that when he got done with basic training, and the drill, like they do a physical, like I guess like last exam and all of that stuff. And he said, and when he went in, he wasn't like fat, but he had a little weight on him or whatever. But when he went in there and started doing the workouts and all that stuff, like it was like bodybuilder, to where you could see like all the lines and all, like he was cut. And he said it like that almost broke him. Yeah. Like he said it almost broke him. And when he finished and he passed, he said he cried. Yeah. He said all he could do was cry. He was just so overcome with emotion because it was so hard. Yeah, and he did it.
I think they keep you up like 3 or 4 days straight. Mm-hmm. They put you on these long ass I forgot what they're called, but they put like 70 pounds of equipment on you and send you out into the middle of the forest, and you out there for like 4 days. And they purposely keep you awake because you have to be awake in a real life situation.
There's no time to fall asleep.
I could not. I salute all those that
Most I stayed awake was 3 days. Most I stayed awake was 3 days.
Yeah.
After that, I started getting sick.
Mm-hmm. But like I said, they break you down until you go beyond that. It's more of a mental break than it is a physical, and that's all they're doing. They're breaking your mind, and so they can mold your mind into what they want you to be. And
some people survive though. Think about it. I worked in ALFs. Pretty much my whole career, and the ones that are taken care of and the ones that can afford good care and all of that stuff are the ones that survive, the military.
So,
and then the ones that didn't I'm not gonna say they broke and stuff, because people go other avenues to make money. But majority of like the ones that are in like what would be considered a low tier, ALF or nursing home or whatever, a lot of them aren't veterans. A lot of them didn't go to the service, and they have, they work regular jobs, and they just got the bare minimum now.
Exactly.
So it's kind of like a catch-22. Guaranteed job, guaranteed security, but you got to survive us.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like Survivor. That's what it is. Got little tropic action happening. Got 2 name storms now.
Oh, really? Coming?
Yeah, no, not coming to us. Everybody kind of upset though, because
upset at what? We ain't getting no hurricane.
No. Well, you have the names of the storm was Nana and Omar.
How you gonna name a storm Nana?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
But everybody was trying to petition to change. With Polo, they was trying to say, hey, let's save Nana for when it's a good storm, and it's like, no, just use it. But Nana is actually south of Jamaica right now. It's moving to the west, so it looks like it's going to hit Central America by the end of the week.
Oh, okay.
But it said it'd be probably a Cat 1 hurricane. Omar just going to go in the Atlantic and just fizzle out. But I'm just going to let everybody know, just be ready, because right now we are in the quote-unquote peak time of hurricane season.
I thought it was almost over.
No, November 30th.
It seems like that.
Didn't we just... I thought we'd been started.
We started early.
We started
way early. This was the earliest, we had 7 or 8 storms. It was a record. They were like... And the thing is, we had 2 weeks off because they had that big sandstorm that came from Africa. So
we had 2 weeks off hurricane season, and then we went back in hurricane season.
We set a record without 2 weeks of storm.
Yeah. Because
about that.
Because the mummy came over in the sandstorm. Came in those sandstorms, so it wiped out that. But then after he went away, that's when the storm started happening.
Picking it back up.
So right now, this is the statistical peak month of hurricane season. So
ridiculous.
So like I said, I just tell everybody, be ready, be prepared, have your waters, have your have your galoshes, have everything ready.
Batteries.
Yeah.
Go to your mama house and take some stuff from her house.
Get
whatever
food.
You gotta do to get prepared.
You gotta get that 10 for 10 Chef Boyardee. You don't gotta worry about it. You're gonna be gone for about.
I know, exactly.
I ain't going for no month.
You going to Cali? You good?
I don't know. Let me get plugged in. Hey.
Oh Lord. Well, there might be an opening for a co-host, Hank, around what's really going on.
Think of the opportunities. We could cross brand or whatever. Like, seriously.
Yeah, let's do it. Our good old Governor DeSantis, told reporters today that we will never go on lockdown again. Doesn't matter if it surges again. He said we are not going back on a lockdown. And I don't think Florida really wasn't on a lockdown.
Yeah, we went on like
We're
Kind of like a 2-week lockdown.
Yeah, but he said we will never go back on lockdown again. And it's like, okay, fine, you know.
I don't like him.
Yeah.
Well, he started out good. He started out real good. He was crossing the line. He was doing everything that he was supposed to do. Then COVID happened. And it just, all that stuff that he did good at the beginning, just said, phew, right in the toilet. And it's now,
Pretty much.
and it's like, he just ruined everything. So, like I said, I think in 2 years, he will not be governor again. Don't know who they're going to put in place, but unless something miraculous happens between now and November 2022, I just don't see him as governor. Because he did not. And I know people will
He
say
handled the situation very poorly.
he did, but some people say no, he did great because he. No, there are people saying that
I
he.
know.
and-
Just like making faces.
But and that's the thing. It's like, what would you believe? Do you believe science, or will you believe politics? And that's, to me, the biggest problem with all this is. It became a political game, and everybody just forgot about science. And about science, remember a few months ago we talked about our mosquito friends, the genetically modified mosquitoes.
Yeah, that they about to let loose.
They actually already have. They already released them down in the Keys.
Well, get y'all some lavender. What is it? Lavender oil, peppermint oil,
Yeah.
and spray the outside of your houses
Yeah.
and stuff. Keep them away.
But I guess, like I said earlier, they were supposed to kill all the disease-carrying women, mosquitoes, because that's who have all the diseases when they lay their eggs and stuff. But now what I'm thinking is, what happens if you get bit by one of them? Like,
Probably have corona.
no. Will it, like, what will it do? Because it's a genetically modified. Will it mutate your? Because it's blood driven.
What's the purpose in the genetically modified mosquitoes? Why?
It's just, they're, like I said, they're trying to combat all these other diseases that the females carry, and they're supposed to, mate, and they're supposed to, after they try to have eggs, it kills them.
From what I was hearing, after they mate, the majority of that are born are male.
Yeah.
So they're essentially trying to get rid of the female, but I don't understand how you can do that, because how can you have more if there's no female? So to me, it looks like something that is going to get way out of control.
Yep.
We're all going to have problems with the zombie mosquitoes.
Yep, pretty much.
And then shotgun, I gotta get a shotgun.
Spray them with off and they laugh in your face.
Yep. Just like with roaches and Raid.
For
Like,
real.
they look at it.
Yeah.
They look like you spray them with. Well, you spray them with the store bought Raid, not
Yeah,
the Raid.
no,
Raid.
you gotta have,
Yeah,
you can't hit them with the great value ring.
yeah. They look at you like,
They're like, what is this?
yeah,
It smells good. Thanks.
exactly.
I can go smell good on this date. I'm about to impregnate this
Yep.
female mosquito. There's a lot less of them, so I got to put in more work now.
So our mosquito friends have been released, guys. So just be careful.
Oh, jeez. Big deal.
And my final story for tonight, Florida, the state of Florida, fired Quest Diagnostics, which is the biggest lab that
Yeah.
Florida was using. The reason, yeah,
Lab for what, though?
for corona, for the
Okay.
well, Quest was the biggest lab Florida was using for the coronavirus testing.
Getting them tainted tests. and
No.
people fall,
It's similar to that, but what they did is they did a huge data dump of test results that went back. Some of them went back to April.
what's that mean?
That means test results from April are now being counted now.
Oh.
So now the numbers are now
Way
all
off.
messed up,
Wait.
and
Yeah, y'all deserve to lose y'all
so they're
contract.
like, yeah, Florida's like, no, y'all gone. But they're probably still using for the regular drug testing, like, companies use them for drug testing
continue
now.
to taint those. We don't
Yeah,
care about those. We don't
but-
care about coronavirus.
but yeah, coronavirus-
results. Late
Yeah,
ones.
Quest Diagnostic is not going to be used for coronavirus.
Sell stock in Quest.
Yes,
What?
sell it now. Sell it now, guys. That's our stock tick for today.
Facts.
So we will be back with some sports news. Our rejoiner music is going to be a little different tonight. We got some different artists. Tonight we're going to be using a couple songs. I got them.
Oh,
you got them?
I got them.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Tonight, first rejoiner song is actually going to be Yellow Pain. It is My Vote Don't Count. So we'll be back, guys, with sports. What's really going on?
Booyah.
More than 270, more than enough to become the 44th President of the United States. He will be the first African-American President of the United States.
I've been broke all my life, but I kept hope all them nights. You see business in my city? Yeah, they closed all them twice. I was just riding down Salem, all them damn potholes, I can't drive. I know y'all can fix it faster, but I know y'all won't try. Don't nobody care about us, and that's why I don't vote. Voted for Obama back in 2012. I remember that's when I had hope. He was saying, yes, we can. And everybody got less food stamps. And when I turned 21, I was still broke. I'd never vote again. I don't think I ever had a president make my life better. Did it all on my own. Ain't no politician ever do a nice gesture. I don't even know the mayor's name. I ain't never seen her one time ever. Tell me how she gonna help the city. What I'm supposed to do, write letters? What I'm supposed to do, blame Trump? He ain't never really gave a ain't nobody raised minimum wage. None of these jobs pay enough. I think they just want to keep us broke, cause they ain't putting none in place for us. This how all my people feel, but we gotta learn. We complained enough, let me change it up. Everything I just said, everybody I know think the same way. See, they don't wanna see us vote, and we never do, so we see the same thing. But all our votes really do count, and they'll never really let it show. So now I'm finna break it down, cause if I don't, you would probably never know. First thing first, you know back in middle school when they taught us, it was 3 branches of the government. We forgot it when we got older. It's the judicial, the legislative, and executive. But all we know is the executive. That's the mayor or the governor and the president. Now none of them 3 people make no laws, they just be checking them. The laws come to their desk and all they do is say no or yes to it. So when the news station tried to tell us that Barack Obama couldn't put us on, we was all salty at Obama when it was the Congress members all along. We gotta focus on the legislative branch. Yeah, they the ones that make the laws. Yeah, they the ones write how much food stamp money you get on the card. But when people that wanted to help us wanted the job, I know they probably lost. Cause we ain't even know their name, we ain't know their face, we ain't know it all. So the Congress or the State House, that's legislative, they make laws. So what we want from the president is what they do. Okay, y'all? See, they election every 2 years, but we don't ever even go to those. The Congress, they can raise minimum wage, but we ain't even really know it though. So you know how back in 08, when we all voted for Obama, we was all supposed to go back in 2010 and vote for the Congress. Cause they the ones make child support laws. They the ones choose if your kids at school get to eat steak or corn dogs. The State House make the court costs. So if the country failed, then you can't say it's them, it's your fault. Cause y'all ain't know to vote for Congress members that was for y'all. And they don't gotta leave after 4 years, and we just let them sit. See, they don't wanna tell you this, they want you to focus on the president. Now the third branch is the judicial, that's judges. They the reason why John Crawford and Trayvon ain't had justice. So when Meek Mill got locked up just for popping willies, we blame the judge and not the city when they let her get voted in. Cause they ain't know who to vote against. Imagine life on the other side. Roads better, schools better, everybody get their license back. Grocery store food better, custody of your kids back. Homeless people get new shelters. If we gon' fix the U.S., we gotta start with them 2 letters. Me and you. Somebody told us that the government wanna keep us broke, but the only reason why those people in the government is cause we ain't vote. And I ain't talking about the president, I'm talking about the ones we ain't know. See, they was gonna try to keep it low, but it's gonna hurt them when they see the pros.
Every time you stay home, someone is making a decision about you, making decisions about the air you breathe, the water you drink, the food your kids eat, and how much money you bring home every 2 weeks. So every time you sit out an election, every time you don't show up because you think it doesn't matter, someone else is happy that you didn't show up, so they can make that decision for you. Vote.
Welcome back to What's Really Going On, guys. That was Yellow Pain, My Vote Don't Count. That's a strong political message right there, guys. So guess what, in November? Vote. And don't forget, in 2022, when it's Congress time to come, vote. Because like he said, it's not about the president, it's about those senators and the House of Representative guys that really control what happens. So get education on those guys now, so in 2 years when it's time to vote for the person you want in, know who you want in there that's going to follow your values and what you want to happen. So don't worry about the president. It's those Congress. It's Congress that you really got to look at, guys. So we are back.
And don't stop there. Go local, even further. Go for the mayors. Go for a city council. If nobody's doing what you want, vote the people in that will.
There you go. There you go. That is our PSA announcement tonight, guys. Vote from the city all the way up to Congress. There we go. So now, guys, we are going to jump into what is going on in our sports world today.
Sheesh,
Guess what's happening in 12 days? Guess what is happening in 12 days?
We'll see. I believe it when I see I'm not getting my hopes up at all.
No, let's get our hopes up.
Let's get our hopes up.
Come on.
Yeah, come on. Join us.
Just
join us.
Blissfully ignorant.
Yes.
Blissfully
Come
ignorant.
on.
Let's go.
Come on. Please.
Join us. Believe.
Because
believe.
We want to believe so much. Well, as truth is not going to join us. NFL season is happening in 12 days, guys.
Yes, the kickoff.
NFL.
In the name of Jesus.
Yes, the NFL will be kicking off, they're saying, in 12 days. Bucks are playing the Saints, so that's going to be a nice matchup. Number 1, number 2 quarterback in the league. Brady versus Breeze. Sirs, who the...
I am looking it up right now. I want to say Baltimore.
Ooh, that's going to be a nice matchup.
Browns schedule. I'll get back to it. It's loading.
All right, and the Giants are playing...
It is the Ravens.
Ooh, that's going to be a nice matchup. That's going to be a nice one. And the Giants got to play the Steelers for their first game. So it's going to be...
I hope you guys better win that one.
I want us to win.
Please win that one.
Well, I've been watching some of the scrimmages. Our defense is starting to click a lot more. So our defense is probably going to be the unheralded heroes of the season, because Saquon's going to be Saquon.
Yeah,
he's just
he's such a beast.
Yeah, if they can get this O-line just set to the T, the guy they drafted from Georgia, Andrew Thomas, he is going to be a beast. Like, I know a lot of y'all guys down here are SEC country, so I'm Syracuse, so I'm sorry I'm in the ACC, but I know this is SEC country, and y'all seen what he did against a lot of the teams in the SEC. So I'm kind of glad that the Giants did get him, so we're starting to get that line back correctly. And I know the Browns are going to be that under that radar team that a lot of people probably won't talk about a lot.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to make a little noise. They're going to make a little noise.
We're going to make a whole lot of noise.
Well, we'll see.
We're making Super Bowl noise.
We'll see what happens.
We're coming to Tampa, and we winning the whole thing.
Wah, wah.
Well, but I've been hearing a lot of...
we make it that far.
Well, I'm hearing a lot...
I mean, do we want to set what we think is going to happen, since it starts next week? Or you're not going to be here, so...
I'll be here.
No, she'll be here.
Oh, you'll be here in 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do it then.
Yeah, we'll do a little prediction. Season Super Bowl prediction before the season starts.
We'll pick division winners. We'll pick the Final Four, and we'll pick the Super Bowl champ.
Yeah. We gotta do points in any of that, because
no
maybe
points.
MVP.
No points.
No, yeah, we'll just do it just for bragging rights.
Yeah. So you already know who I'm picking, even though it's a long shot, but I'm still picking them.
Plot twist: all mine involve Cleveland Browns.
Same here with the Giants.
No idea. Y'all already know who I'm rocking.
Still end up being right.
Yeah, exactly.
No idea.
It's like my team finishes 8-8, no miss the playoffs. Yeah, that's why I feel. But NFL's coming, guys. It's coming. Anybody doing fantasy football?
I don't do fantasy football.
I know.
I like FanDuel better.
Like FanDuel, the daily.
Yeah, the daily when you pick. Oh, I love those, and then they separate them from early games, mid games, and late games, or all three.
Yeah,
I love FanDuel.
I might try FanDuel this year,
dude. You will love FanDuel. I promise you, and you get paid like immediately if you pick just the early games.
Yeah,
and you kill on the early games, you get that check right before the 4:00 game starts.
Wow, so you can just.
Yeah, and you can reinvest. Like,
nice.
Oh, I love FanDuel.
Because like I said, I've done just regular fantasy, and I've murdered most of the time. Yeah. I just did a radio station one, and I came in first place. So
that's awesome.
So like you said, I know fantasy football. A lot of guys get upset because I always throw up my dark horse. Like I want to say 2 or 3 years ago, I picked Nick Chubb as my dark horse.
That's my man's in there.
And
he gets he
That's my man.
No. And he carried me in a lot of games.
Yeah.
So
You
that,
win money from fantasy football?
it depends on what. If you do some leagues, yeah. But like Serge was saying, like FanDuel, all those daily type of fantasy football game, yes, you get.
Because I would bet on some stuff if I ain't have to do like, they're gonna win by 3 points. And
No,
then
that's
they're gonna kick
No,
Vegas.
you want to do FanDuel.
5 field
Yeah.
goals
No,
and
no.
all of this stuff.
If
Like,
you could do if you know a lot of the player stats and how they play, and especially against the defenses,
Yeah.
you will make a killing. My boy Swiss made like $300 in a weekend,
Yeah, you can make money.
and he spent $5. It's amazing.
I just want to guess.
yeah, that's that. And sometimes some people do that.
Yeah,
they just
some people
guess, just guess, and they make money.
Because all it is, they give you a certain amount of money that you can spend. They rate the players. They give them a salary, and you just basically pick
Yeah.
one and have a certain amount of money that you can spend. So you got to pick a kicker, you got to pick a defense, a wide receiver.
Yeah.
I think 3 wideouts, 2
Two-
running backs, and a quarterback.
Quarterback, yeah. So
Let's
I'm,
add that to the list of.
so I'm
I'm
not
telling you,
I might try that.
It is so awesome, but it is annoying.
I
Yeah.
bet.
Because you could literally, you'll sit there and watch yourself be like, I'm in the top 5, and it'll show you how much you're making.
Yeah.
And then you'll start to drop. And you're watching your running back like, give the running back the ball. And then they don't run the ball the rest of the game, and all you need is that running back to get a touchdown,
Yeah, and you're good.
and you're good, and nothing happened. That's my experience. I hated it. I would start off and be in first place,
And then-
looking at $25,000. It says you're winning $25,000 right now.
Yeah.
And then the second half comes and
This
they
year.
run away from the offense.
Yep. Yeah, so I might try that this year. I'll give it a shot. I'll definitely give it a shot this year.
You're
So-
gonna love it. I
so-
promise you. You won't go back to the other way after once you
Yeah.
do that.
Okay. All
It's
right.
that instant rush.
Yeah, it is. You know, and now that gets you also into all the other games too, not just yeah, you want your team to win, but
Yeah.
you're gonna be
And
really,
that's the thing.
yeah.
You start rooting against your team.
Exactly.
Because the player that you pick is against your team.
Lord.
I hated that. I was like, I hate that I'm rooting for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the other teams in my division.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So NFL, FanDuel, we're gonna have some fun this year.
Yes.
A little bit more NFL
I'm just
news.
trying to win a little bit more
You
pocket
know what?
money.
Let's do that before we go on.
Yeah, go
Let's
ahead,
do
go
that. We'll do a FanDuel pick of the week. We'll all set our lineup. We'll set it, and then the next episode, we'll say what we did.
Okay, I like that.
That'll be fun.
Definitely cool. All right. Well, in Duval County, the Jacksonville Jaguars cut their former number round draft pick Leonard Fournette. He
Oh,
is
yeah.
now a free agent. They just traded Yannick Ngakoue, Nagaku, Yannick Ngakoue
Goku.
to Minnesota for a second and a conditional 5th round that can jump to a 3rd round pick. So they just got rid of probably their best defensive player and their best offensive player. And so I'm thinking Jacksonville might be tanking.
Yeah.
Tanking. I think a lot of people, because a lot of people are still not sold on Minshew. So a lot of people think they might be tanking to try to get Trevor in the next draft. Which, that's sunshine, if everybody knows.
Yeah, is he Alabama?
No, ooh,
Or is he
Clemson.
Clemson.
Clemson. No,
He was
Alabama.
one of those two. I remember.
Alabama fans are probably turning around.
Yeah.
They're like, what? What?
It was one of those two schools that are 10 miles apart.
Yeah, but so you're looking at sunshine.
I remember he put it on us in Ohio State. I was upset.
Yeah, but he is a good he is a good player. So watch out for Duval to see what they're going to do this year, which probably not win a lot of games this year. You get rid of your best offense or your best defensive player. We'll see. In bigger sports news, a lot of sports did pause this past week due to social injustice. NBA and the WNBA were the first two. It started out with the Milwaukee Bucks not coming out to play the Magic in Game 5. And then it just decided, let's go league-wide. Even some of the announcers, Kenny Smith.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Kenny Smith walked off the set.
Too blue.
So, and a lot of people are really looking in the sports world, and I feel like a lot of athletes are feeling like this is our platform to be able to do something. Actually, there was a vote that did come up in the NBA to cancel the whole postseason. Only 2 teams voted in the postseason. And you'll be surprised the 2 teams that did.
Who were they?
The Lakers and the Clippers.
LeBron, I could see.
Those 2 teams are pretty much the teams that are locked to probably either play in the Western Finals. And they wanted to end the whole thing like, no. But everybody else is like, no, we need to play. And I think that's where a lot of those smaller market teams, they probably like, we need that revenue money. You know? And I think that to me was a driving change to make them go back and play. LeBron was not happy. LeBron was not happy that, you know, the league's like, okay, we're going to start playing again. We actually had some NFL teams call off practices. The Bears, Broncos, Cardinals, Chargers, Colts, Jets, Packers, Titans, and the football team. That's what I'll call them. The football team.
From Philadelphia?
No, not that one.
The
That's
Washington
even worse.
one?
Yeah, the Washington.
Yeah. I forgot. I
Yeah.
thought you were trying to not mention the team.
No.
But no, you're right.
Yeah.
They don't even have
They don't have a name. They're the football
the
team.
Washington football team.
But there was other teams that made statements between scrimmages, and then there's some teams that made statements, press releases. If you want to read a very strong press release, I would say read the Baltimore Ravens press release from their owner. That was a strong one. Very, very strong one. MLB did postpone some games. NHL paused for a few games. And if you went on social media, when a lot of the sports were saying, you know, hey, we're going to take a break, you know, to really show what's going on in this country, you should just see the split. You had people like, yeah, that's your platform, do it.
Oh, and then
everybody was like,
just play ball.
Yeah, play sports, and you know that's what. And then even the president said that's a job. He said that is a job. So
you can boycott your job.
Yeah, but
I mean, people going to strike.
But let me. I'm gonna play a little DA here. Say like if we walked off our jobs because of social injustice, will we be able to come back?
I don't know, my job kind of short right now, so they might let me back in. But you corporate? Nah, bro.
No, I'm just a number. I'm not a number. I could just, and then I will be blackballed because especially in the profession I'm in, I would be blackballed. I would would have to start from
the
scratch and rebuild myself again. And I think that's what some people on the other side are saying, like, I can't do that. You can.
Sure you can.
Yeah.
Honestly, you never know what you can do until it happens. Because I was always a security person. I was always a person that was like, I don't care what happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a check every 2 weeks. Exactly. So it is what it is. And I was like, I'll never be the person to like quit my job and nothing like that. Like, I always got to keep a job. Then I got fired. And then it was like, wait, it's not the end of the world?
Mm-hmm. It's not. You can,
okay.
you can
do what you want.
Yeah. I had a nice year, year and a half after that, traveling, doing stuff on just helping Street Jerky with her stuff and going to different states and hitting different events and stuff.
Which she should be a sponsor of the show, Street Jerky. I'm calling you out right now, Street Jerky.
Street Jerky? Yeah, where has she been?
Yeah.
I ain't had my fix in a while.
Street Jerky.
Yeah, she's
slinging that jerky.
She is slinging a lot right now. She doing good, but she still should be a sponsor of the show. So hey, we're here. So, in a little college football, the ACC, SEC, and Big 12 are finalizing their schedules now for in-conference games. The SEC is playing in-conference only. ACC and Big 12 are playing one outside conference game. President Trump is actually trying to get the Big Ten to have football this year. And everybody knows what the Big Ten is. Serge knows Big Ten.
That's right.
And Big Ten is a lot of Midwest states. So why do you think our president's trying to get the Big Ten to play
Why?
because those are swing states.
It makes all the sense in the world.
So now, if he gets football going back in that area, they would look at him like, "Thank you, you giving us normalcy," and that could turn the tide. So I think that's a political move he's trying to do. But if the conference doesn't want to play, don't let him play because he's not talking to nobody out west. All the Western conferences, no, y'all good. So the thing I'm wondering is, will the college football season finish? Because a lot of the conferences, what they're doing, they're having 3 tests a week for their players. So we'll see what happens. Everybody's wanting football. I know I do because
Yep, same here.
I don't want to be sitting home on Saturday watching nothing.
I don't watch college football. I'm not gonna lie.
I watch a little.
College football.
Well, Sunday. Well, you know what?
Sundays are for Jesus
And football.
and football.
That's why I like the
And
little.
Sunday dinners.
Yep. So we'll get ready. Got a couple more stories, and this is a little bit more local. In the NHL, our Tampa Bay Lightning kicked Boston's butt to the curb last night. An overtime thrilling victory. 2 overtimes. They beat them 3-2. Victor Hedman scores the winning goal. I'm thinking he's now, since Stamkos is out, he's turning more into that captain role that they're needing. So,
I don't watch hockey, so I have no idea who you're talking about.
well, you'll.
But I've always felt like I would maybe like to go to a hockey game.
Oh, they're fun.
But watching it on TV is kind of boring.
Well, right now there's no fans. Like if you go to if the way that 5 overtime game was in Columbus when Columbus played, if that was at Amalie Arena, this whole town would have been jumping.
Yeah, I bet.
It's
always exciting when the home team is winning.
But I'm talking about going from the game to the 5 overtimes. That place wouldn't have emptied. Mm-hmm. They would have been there, and that's the thing about the Lightning. Lightning's been breaking attendance records more than the Bucks have. Lightning's like, well, I'd say 284 sellout games consecutive.
Well, we ain't really had nothing to sell out about.
But,
so give us this season.
But that's telling you that's consistency. Even in their few little off years.
Are we gonna be digital? Can I put my digital face on the?
I don't think at the Tampa Bay Lightning. I don't.
No, I mean at the Bucks game.
I think at the Bucks game they're allowing
half capacity.
The half capacity. So we'll see what happens.
I think it's gonna be crazy.
Well, what they're doing is, I guess they're doing like I said, a raffle type of deal where the season ticket holders get first dibs.
Yeah.
And then after they get their dibs,
what do you mean they get first dibs?
On the games.
And the seats, because since the seats are socially distanced, they get first picks on what seats they want.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like, what do you mean?
Yeah. They're paying all that money.
Yo, one time I attempted to try to be a season ticket holder until I realized how much it cost, and I kindly exited out of the website after that.
I think. Well, then we also try to get a box.
A box wasn't bad though. A box wasn't bad. I would pay for the luxury of sitting in a box at the game. I really would.
2021. Say it.
We'll get it. You know what I'm saying? Probably we'll sponsor one in a couple years.
I'm down with it.
You know what I mean? We'll have the Flow High Radio box in there, eating them chicken strips and the hot dogs for free.
Mm-hmm.
I like hot dogs.
I actually ate at the place where the boxes are at. I went to a USF game. They didn't have the boxes open, but they had the little restaurant.
Yeah. They don't play with the food.
Ooh,
some of them you could get a buffet in there.
Yep. Yes.
A little spread for you.
Yes. Food.
That's how it was when I went to the Tampa Yankees game. I was in the little box and they had the whole setup just right there.
You know,
like, am I allowed to have that? They said, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, you sure?
You know who I was in a box with at the Rays game?
Who?
Some old people.
For real.
I ain't gonna lie, it was lit though because we were still in the box.
Yeah, that is fun.
Yeah, no, the box is the best.
That's like the first, what we went, 3 times?
Damn,
we got to sit in the boxes with the residents.
Man, must be nice.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
I've been in like 3.
Nice. And then finally, baseball. Tampa Bay Rays. I think they were losing when I was checking. They were down 2-0, but they're right now the hottest team in baseball.
Yep.
They just swept. They had taken series from teams that A lot of people thought they weren't. Well, Miami, they knew they were going to take that one. But they took one from Boston. Right now, if the score probably holds up, they're going to try to take the series from the Yankees. Now, if they take the series from the Yankees, they're going to expand their lead going into the postseason.
How crazy is that?
So you might have a chance. I don't know
The
how.
trifecta is a possibility.
Yeah, because you got the
You know
Rays.
how beautiful that would be for Florida?
In
Yeah.
2020 with
Yeah.
the Super Bowl? Come on.
So you got the Rays possibly winning the World Series, got the Lightning possibly winning the Cup, and then you got the Bucks, which is right now one of the favorites to go to the Super Bowl
So
and
that's
win.
the only thing that 2020 is going to give us? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So we'll see what happens. So that is what we have going on in our sports. We will be back. I have a song here that I'm going to be playing for that actually did something that a lot of people thought couldn't happen. In the Apple Store, it took Cardi B off of number 1.
What?
Really? Why?
Yes.
No more WAP?
No more WAP.
No more WAP.
WAP was not number 1.
No more worship and praise?
No. It is actually a guy named Tom McDonald with the song
He's number 1?
Yes.
I know exactly who that guy is. That's crazy.
He started, it was, I want to say about 3 or 4 days ago. He's seen the video, he's seen it at the Apple Store, he's like number 6. Then he jumped to 4.
That is crazy.
And then he started his campaign like, hey, let's take her down. And then by the end of the day, number 1 in the Apple Store.
That is incredible.
So we're going to actually play the song People So Stupid by Tom McDonald that took Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion
And
down.
the thing is, he jumped over Drake because Drake was
Yes.
supposedly going to be number 1 this week.
So
Wow.
He'll get there. He just
I
gives
know,
people a
but
chance.
this is incredible because I've been watching this guy for at least 2 years now.
he's
And to know that he's number 1 is crazy.
and he's independent artist.
He about to get
Because
that
he put out the first song that I
guapo.
saw him put out, it was basically him talking about why is white people the enemy.
Yeah.
And he was spitting facts.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like,
Let me
So,
watch you.
so here we
wow,
go.
he's number 1. That's crazy.
So we go. Tom McDonald, People So Stupid on what's really going on. We'll be back, guys.
Every dude who touched a boob or a booty getting me too. What you expect from the kids who went to Hooters after school? We're all triggered and defensive. We're all racist and we're sexist. We all grew up watching South Park. How are we offended? Now being fat is beautiful. Name a thing that you can't do. Jumping jacks, run a mile, live past 42. Man, it used to be cool to just flip a bird to the system, and now it's trendy to be triggered and pretend you're a victim. It's my race, it's my weight, it's because I'm a Christian. I hate the internet and anyone who has an opinion. And everybody angry if you say white. Okay, fine. Pass me the brush and I'll paint my face to the shades right. Let's talk about abortion. Sorry, tell me how this works. Bacteria is life on Mars, but a heartbeat isn't life on Earth? Weird. People are so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid? Get better problems, I swear to God they all want them, y'all so dumb. People so stupid, people so dumb. People so boo-hoo, wah-wah-wah. Get better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues, it's so dumb. I'm a hater cause I can't relate to gay pride. Call me homophobic because I don't wanna date guys. K-tight. I for one am not surprised the world declined along the way. Give trophies to children for losing just cause they decide to play. We exercise our right to vote and hate the politicians. Ay, this is a democracy, it's partly your decision. Ay, this is weird, feels like this a different year. If I identify as a female, then when my balls and penis disappear. Children want a gender switch and hating men is feminist. Depression and anxiety are trendy, we're too sensitive. Invented 80 genders, mad the world is not accepting it. Then gave them more attention than normal women and men can get. What a contradiction, being human is so tragic. Focus on minorities, ignoring all the masses. Hallelujah, everyone. Activism saved the planet. No more plastic straws and paper, just paper straws wrapped in plastic. Congratulations. People are so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid? Get better problems, I swear to God they all want them, y'all so dumb. People so stupid, people so dumb. People so boo-hoo, wah-wah-wah. Get better issues, we're gonna run out of tissues, it's so dumb. Look, I get it, it's like the world is going crazy. Seems like a school shooting happens almost daily. The racism, rape culture, hatred that we're facing is way too ingrained for our hashtags to change it. We've become so lazy and complacent, afraid of our generation. We think activism's Instagramming memes and complaining. It's a problem when there's actually actions you could be taking, but you're triggered so you just cry like a baby. People are so stupid. Why are y'all so stupid? Get better the problems, I swear to God, they all want them, you're so dumb. People so stupid, people so dumb, people so boo-hoo, wah. Get better issues, we're gonna run out of issues, it's so dumb.
Welcome back to What's Really Going On. What you just heard was the #1 song on Apple Store, Tom McDonald, People So Stupid. Very interesting video. I watched it. He did hit the 1 million mark. I think he put it out 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
Already passed over 1 million.
Yeah, that's incredible.
So, and he's an unsigned artist too. This is all just him. So, very interesting song, very deep song, but I wanted to play it because it was very telling leading into Truth's Entertainment Minute. So let's go. What's truth? What's going on in our entertainment world today?
Got a new billionaire.
We got
Really?
Got a new billionaire.
It's not
His name
me.
is Tyler Perry.
Oh, there you go.
Tyler.
Tyler Perry
Salute, Mr. Perry.
is officially, as of today, a billionaire. With his investments, cash and investments. Here's the breakdown of his billion, his $1 billion. $300 million in cash and investments, $40 million in homes and toys. He has a $60 million stake in BET Plus. This is interesting. A $320 million library.
Really?
Wow. That must be
That
some
means- how many books are in there?
library, like for real. And then his studio that sits on 330 acres is worth $280 million.
Killing it.
So congratulations to
Mr.
Perry, because we all know Tyler Perry. I Can Do Bad All By Myself. Medea's Family Reunion, the first play.
Yep.
Tyler Perry definitely is a inspiration story, because we all know he came from nothing.
Yep.
And built his empire out the mud, and
Killing
now
it.
he's got,
Killing it.
yeah, he's definitely got something to show for it, and
Yes, he
that's
does.
for sure.
Yes, he does.
Shout out to Tyler Perry. R. Kelly
Ugh, what he
still
do
trying to
now?
get out of jail. It was reported that
What do you do now?
he was almost stabbed with a pin by his cellmate.
Well, when you mess with kids, that's what's going to happen.
Well, they think he's in immediate danger and that he needs to be released. This is like the 17,000 ploy that they pulled to try to get him out.
Get him out. No, he needs
and
to stay
the
in.
judge was like, "No, you'll be okay."
Yep.
So, try again. We'll see what he comes up with next.
But that's what happens when you mess with kids. When you mess with kids, that's what's going to happen.
Sometimes with some prisons, they put all of them in one little area for
to you.
protection.
Yeah, because that's the
So
only thing
they
they can
will-
do.
Well,
But when
let
you-
them not. Let them be in the general population with everybody else. So
There won't be no remixing.
now, this is my favorite story tonight, and I don't know why God won't allow me to be in these places when things happen, because I would surely turn these things into the authorities. U.S. Border Patrol agents seized over $1 million worth of cocaine last week after it washed up on a Florida beach.
What beaches are these?
The same, close
I
to the
swear.
same one where it happened last time.
I think you just go out
Hollywood,
there.
Florida, just south of
Wow,
Fort Lauderdale.
The east side, that's why.
30 packages of cocaine weighing approximately 78 pounds with an estimated street value of over $1 million.
You get one of them packs. Just one.
I don't
rent paid for the
understand
next 4
why things can't happen. Good things happen to me.
Because
I
the
would
car- because-
turn some of them in to the
Yeah, but
How many did you find? 35? I mean 30.
But wait,
Five.
For real.
yeah, but here's the thing. You the thing is, because the police gonna put that out on blast. Like, yeah, we got all this. And
I'm gone. What you mean?
where you gonna go? Where?
My house?
Tommy, I'm out. I know
Where?
people that's gonna front me just
Yeah.
for the keys that I got. Like,
Right.
really and truly.
All she gotta do is drop one off and get
I'm
10 stacks.
out.
Okay. When the cartel be like, the cartel will find
Ain't
you.
in it. She ain't got the product. It's good.
Exactly. Police got it.
Yeah, but they know you gave it to them.
Look, I ain't worried about
I ain't
all
give
that. I'll
nothing.
take my chances with this money that I'm gonna
Okay.
produce.
The cartels don't play,
Look,
They gotta find you.
Exactly.
and they got people that will.
As long as you got it and you get
So
rid
you
of
think
it.
they gonna go after the police? The cartels don't care. So you think they gonna go after the police and like bust the police lockup for they
might try.
products? Doubt it.
No, they'll go after the
Doubt
person
it.
that gave it up,
Doubt it.
or go to the person that messed up and said, "Ooh, we lost all this."
It was a hurricane, so
real.
ain't I like
I should have thought about that. Now that there's a hurricane. Matter of fact, next hurricane that's coming out there.
out there?
I'm about to go out to the
Dude, let's do a live broadcast. Like,
From
from
Hollywood.
Hollywood. We're gonna be up at 5 a.m. just out there on
for
the beach.
real. What y'all doing? Nothing.
Just chilling.
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Well, this makes my heart happy, and I know it'll make Surge's heart happy.
Let's go.
This Sunday, Power returns.
That's right. It's already September.
Yes,
August is over.
Power returns with Tariq at the helms.
Bum.
Yeah, we don't like Tariq,
Well, not around here.
but he may redeem himself with this series.
How? You killed your pops.
Look,
You can redeem yourself.
look. He gonna get his mom out of jail,
Okay.
and then everybody gonna be like,
Man,
"Yeah,
I don't even care. Keep her in jail, man.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm
her.
with it too. I'm with it. For those of you who follow Power, you know at the end of last season, Tariq shot his father, Go St. Patrick, which I'm still not sure of that.
Shot and killed his pops.
Shot and killed, but we are not sure of that. He was a public figure that didn't even get a funeral. How? You're James St. Patrick. You were just going. You were on your way.
We don't
No,
know that. We don't know that because they only had the last episode was technically a day and a half.
technically.
So we didn't really get to see what happened
Wills
after
don't
that.
usually get read until like after the burial and all
See,
that
yeah,
stuff.
that's true.
So they just bypassed his
don't
homegoing
even
service
get-
after we had a homegoing service for everybody else
Everybody-
who died. But Ghost don't get no
Ghost don't
homegoing
even get a
service.
homegoing service.
So in my eyes, there's still room for him to come back. Really and truly.
Oh, you think they faked his death?
I don't know, because Ghost has always outsmarted everybody. Everybody. You let Tariq get the drop on you,
But you know what?
That's his blood, though.
Remember Tommy
don't
had
matter. He knew he had crossed him. He knew Tariq was already so
Yeah.
far gone. He wasn't hear nothing.
because
that
the
man was
last
saying.
thing Tariq told him was like, "If I see you again, I'm gonna kill you."
Then I put your hands on my mama.
Now remember, him and Tommy was tight at the end. And remember, Tommy had access to all those ambulances. I'm just saying, you never know. I kind of like where you're going with it
This is true.
because they could easily put out a false report.
Exactly. And nobody can touch his money until Tariq is done with a 4-year college.
Yep.
Like his college
Yeah.
when he
He
graduates.
said you got to graduate in order for you to get this
And
money.
nothing else is going to happen to his money in the meantime but to take care of his surviving kids.
Yeah,
Tasha gets nothing.
Nothing.
The mama gets her rent paid for like the next 6 months and then she on her own. So,
So you,
nah,
so you
I'm
think-
not buying it.
So there's a
I
swerve
think
that-
Ghost
a
is going to
swerve.
come back.
out of nowhere.
Yup. Really and truly. And
Take-
That would be so hard.
it would. And you got to think, like, 50 Cent, I ain't finna lie, that man is a genius. Because how many times was you like this watching Power?
Every episode.
Like, oh my God, like what's gonna happen?
Except the last season when everybody stopped smashing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened? I was used to. We was placing bets.
Everybody was dead. People was dying. and
We was
stuff.
placing bets like, okay, how long is it before you get to see somebody doing it? Within 5 minutes, or is it going to be within 30 minutes? It was like that.
So we gonna see this new spinoff. We gonna watch it Sunday, and we definitely gonna talk about it
Yeah,
when we
for
come
real.
back on Tuesday. But Tariq is at the reins. He's in college, and he's got to move and do what he's got to do to get his mama out of prison. Mary J. Blige is in it, and Method Man is also going to star in it. So, and Method Man was doing an interview, I think it was today, and said that his character is somewhat of a Donald Trump character.
I can imagine.
And there was a clip where Tariq approached him because apparently he's like this high profile, powerful lawyer, and he said $500,000 just to speak to me. So
Tariq got that money.
Well, Tariq don't have that money yet. Tariq is probably on like a little
Stipend.
Yeah. But once he finishes his 4-year degree, he gets everything.
Which I don't think. I'm gonna have to.
But Ghost gonna come back, so
I'm gonna have to binge this show.
Ghost might come back and kill Tariq.
I believe it.
Really and truly, you my son, but you pulled the trigger and shot me. Nah.
So I'm gonna have to binge this show. Then I gotta really binge this show. I heard it.
You got a few days until this starts, because you're not gonna understand this new one until you go back and watch the old one.
Don't forget, I got 3-day weekend.
Yeah, I was about to say it's Labor Day weekend.
So.
In other news, in addition to Power, the new spinoff coming out, a third Power series has been approved, and it will star, guess who? Tommy.
He deserves a show.
Definitely. If anybody watched Power from the beginning, you know he did his thing.
He kept that show together.
Yeah, he did his thing, like really and truly. So I'm ready to see Tommy and Callie and see what he does out there, because he got connections everywhere. In other news, Brandy versus Monica last night. I'm so disappointed that I missed Bring Me Down with her feature with Kanye, Brandy's feature with Kanye. But I enjoyed it. Monica was definitely on a different energy. And so was Brandy in that case, because Brandy, she had on like big bell-bottom pants with like a Mr. Rogers jacket on. Not Mr. Rogers. What's the dude who wear the colorful jackets used to be on Showtime at the Apollo?
Sandman?
Yeah. Like, she was just out there. But she did hold her own. I'm a huge Monica fan, and I think Monica won. But they said that Brandy came through at the end with the KO with Have You Ever, and it has been said that Brandy won the versus match. And then people are saying it's a tie.
Yeah, I've heard 11-9 both ways, so I can believe it.
12-5, well, 12-7-5.
12-7-5.
12-7-5 is what it says.
24.
Final score, Brandy, 12.
I thought they did 20 songs total.
5. I'm looking at Billboard right now. It says final score 12-7-5. But for further clarification, round 1, Brandy, What About Us versus Monica, Everything to Me. And Monica, let me just mention, Monica's voice still sounds as amazing as
butter.
Yes. Brandy, on the other hand, not so much.
Well, she had that raspy voice though.
It's not about the raspiness, it's about the quality. Like when she was, singing along and stuff. Monica it was so flawless and effortless.
But Monica probably still
sings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, Brandy
Brandy has a new album coming out. They've been in the studio,
but
people can't work like they used to working. But she's still doing her thing.
That's I'm just wondering, like, hasn't been a long layoff in between?
It don't matter.
Well, you just said that
Monica still sounded.
No, I'm talking about Monica's probably been doing shows here and there. Going out, still doing shows.
She do shows every once in a while. She don't do tours. She a mama.
But she still gets out.
I'm pretty sure she sings every day. I'm pretty sure she exercises her vocal cords,
but that's what I'm saying.
chamomile tea and stuff. For all we know, Brandy could have been puffing on Newports
I know that's
and hitting bongs, like really and truly.
Or hookahs.
But yeah, they said Brandy won. I disagree, but
Didn't I say that last week?
I've been said Monica was going to win.
No, I was gonna say I went against the grain because y'all both said Monica. I was like, I think Brandy might.
But
win.
like I said, Monica was in rare form last night. She was gonna wear her Free C Murder shirt and decided against it at the last minute. But was definitely in rare form when. To me, it seemed like it might have been a little animosity, like maybe, like, I'm only doing this because we gonna get a bag off of it, which all of their songs did re-chart on Billboard.
Yeah.
So streaming is definitely gonna bring some coins, but at the end, they sung The Boy Is Mine. And they were saying, I did not catch that performance. I got to go back and watch it because I had to get up and go somewhere. But they are saying, like, just them together was just like...
You felt the tension.
If y'all don't like each other, y'all should have just said y'all don't like each other and kept it going.
You felt the tension.
Instead of bigging each other up. Because Brandy did, she was like, it's such an honor and a privilege to, be able to share, the set with you. And, you've been this in music and that in music. And Monica was just like, thank you.
Wow.
Not really returning
Wow.
the energy, you know what I mean? That was going to her. Like I said, Monica was really in rare form. And I follow her on Instagram and all of that stuff. And I'm used to her, like, being, like, peaceful and nice and, sending people prayers and good advice. And last night she did Sideline Ho and then went into an explanation on Sideline Ho and was like, y'all think just because, he piping y'all down that y'all somebody, but really he got a whole wife. And I was like, what is going
That's
on?
personal.
Like,
She's feeling away right
jeez.
She wants Stella right there. She wants Stella.
And might I mention her Fendi outfit? She the winner too, because she looked good last night. Like I said, can't really speak about Brandy and what she had going on.
The multicolored jacket.
Kudos for to both of them for being in the industry from the time they were like 12. Mm-hmm. And still being relevant to this day. And might I mention that the battle actually broke the record for the most views at 1.2 million. Wow. That is the highest. The previous one was held by Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, and theirs was about, I think it was like 650,000.
Wow, that's a...
So, they hit 1.2 million last night. So, a lot of people were watching, a lot of people, I enjoyed it. I enjoy the versus battles. And now I want Ron Isley, since somebody put it out there, I want Ron Isley versus Charlie Wilson for a classic R&B battle. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a panty dropper all night right there.
For real. Some babies gonna be made off
exactly.
But ain't that what everybody's talking about? We need to keep populating the earth. Boom, there you go. There you go. ASAP Ills says ASAP Ferg is no longer in ASAP Mob. I don't know why all the cliques are falling out. This reminds me of when Rockefeller disbanded, when the Rough Riders wasn't together no more. Mm-hmm.
You probably only go so far though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I understand you can only go so far as a group, but look at Migos. They were a group. Everybody dropped their solo projects. They did that thing. They did their thing, and they go back to the group. But he says ASAP Ills says that Ferg is burnt out and that his music is dumb trash these days, and that he is no longer a part of the New York crew that blew up over the last decade. That sounds like somebody's feelings are hurt.
For real.
Just gonna call
that's some bitterness.
Yes, definitely.
That's deep.
That's crazy. Also, in other news, Snoop Dogg, who is known for puffing on the Chiba, is starting his own gin brand line. Yeah.
Called Gin and Juice.
No, you would think it would. Think that that's what it would be called. It's called Indoggo.
And what?
Indoggo. I don't know. The bottle looked pretty though. It looks real nice. And it looks like, you know, something that if you took your girl to the bar that you probably would order her. So,
Indoggo.
Like the natural entrepreneur he is, which we have seen Snoop do pretty much every product known to man, from dog biscuits to slippers to cars to grills to weed, to pretty much everything. He announced his liquor brand, which was inspired by his hit, of course, Gin and Juice, back in 1993. Snoop described his motivation for the brand, saying, "When I wrote Gin and Juice back in 1994, it was about good feelings and real experiences. It just naturally became a global anthem. When creating Indoggo," which I'm gonna have to see how he spell it. I'm gonna have to watch a video or something. He wanted to give those same feelings new life. And in the approachable, juicy gin is smooth, just like the D-O-double-G. So, Tommy, you don't drink, but we might have to do a product test of the Snoop Dogg.
Actually, it is Indoggo. Indoggo.
But I'm pretty sure he's got like a clever way of, saying it. So,
Indoggo for shizzle.
Yeah, the original cast of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air will reunite for an HBO special.
Word.
Well, now, which Aunt Viv you gonna get?
You're gonna get the light-skinned one because that's the only one that everybody remembers. And I don't know if anybody's seen the interview she did last year about Hollywood blackballing her. I doubt they invited her to,
Yeah.
It's definitely light-skinned. Yes. Will Smith, along with Tatiana Ali, Karen Parsons, which we know who that is, Joseph Marcel, Daphne Maxwell Reed, and Alfonso Ribeira, and DJ Jazzy Jeff will be starring. The special is planned to be filmed in September and set to stream around Thanksgiving.
Rest in peace, James Avery.
For real, rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Yeah.
For real. Kanye West sends 2 Chainz a futuristic vehicle. Y'all gotta see this. Look at my crack screen.
What is that?
Look at that. Okay.
A little Tonka
That
toy.
looks like a big ass micro machine. Remember micro machine? That looks just like a micro machine except it's real life size.
Straight up, that is what Kanye sent 2 Chainz.
Oh wait, I seen that.
It's like bulletproof.
Yeah, he had he was on the most expensive with that little thing.
Well, apparently he didn't purchase one. Kanye purchased it for his birthday. Atlanta rapper 2 Chainz has friends in high places. He went online with a shot of his newest toy, a gift from Kanye. This vehicle is an all-terrain vehicle that was seen in Ye's Follow God music video, and it included a customized note which donned a Bible verse. Well, that was nice of him.
That's nice.
For 2 Chainz, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding, and all your ways submit to Him, and make sure your paths are straight. Either He will or that all-terrain vehicle will.
For real.
Powering through everything in sight. Dang.
Yeah, must be damn. Let's have friend in high places right there.
Honestly, I can't wait so I can do some dope, some dope shit like that.
Just be
really and truly. Yeah. 6ix9ine, Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh, what he do now?
Honestly, he's been running around everybody's town. Really and truly went to Chicago and paid respects to Lil Durk, who he's been beefing with since Durk said, "Please do not play that little boy in the club because we do not listen to rats." So the trolling began.
Wow.
Tekashi started trolling Lil Durk, and honestly, it's so disrespectful because Lil Durk had a cousin that was murdered, and Tekashi actually went to Chicago, where they are from, and tried to approach the block and did a video where he, got down and did his, thing and was like, R.I.P. to him, this, that, and the other, to the
Wow.
cousin. Yeah.
That's a slap in the face.
He was on troll mode.
But Lil Durk revealed that he was paid. They offered him $3 million to go back and forth with Tekashi.
Really?
They're not going to spend $3 million to go have somebody go back and forth when you can take 1.5.
Nobody will beef with him.
Yeah.
Think about it. Nobody will beef with him.
because
they're going to
Nobody
take
will
an
go
L.
back and forth with him like they won't. So I could definitely see they juiced up. That camp, Tekashi little camp, they are juiced up, and I can see them doing that.
Yeah.
$3 million. That's probably a drop in
It'll
the
be
bucket.
easy to spend 1.5 on marketing than it would be spending $3 million to hope
You
some
really
rapper.
can't for him, no. Like Dirk is like, he's back in, music. He's got, his song with Drake or whatever, and he's popping right now.
That's true.
So that's.
I don't know. Me, business wise, that wouldn't be a good look because you got to hope to make $3 million off of sales.
You know that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially with all the bundles now.
Yeah.
for real. Like he gonna make that. They ain't get that man. What was it? 10 million. They ain't give him 10 million for nothing. They gotta have some faith in him. Somewhere, but he been running around just doing his thing. Literally running around in New York, untouched. Security,
Yeah.
but untouched. But my thing is, if you real gangsters, you're not worried about security.
No.
So
Not at all.
why ain't nobody hit him yet?
Well, they will. Somebody will get him.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's just
Because he likes to go to a city.
He like to go to the hood
He likes
in
to
the
go
city.
but this is what it is. He likes to go to the hood in the city, be out there for 5 minutes, record your little thing, leave the city, then the next day drop the video talking about I'm in the city.
Yeah, I did see the video where he was in the house.
He's slick with it.
He was in the house and he said, "I know y'all looking at this video, trying to figure out where I am, but I recorded this yesterday.
Exactly.
I just posted it and I'm in a new location."
which is
We were talking about this last week. Somebody got a letter because somebody sent a letter. Drake sent a letter.
I saw
Kanye.
that.
No word on what it said. Kanye has not come forth. Could this be the beginning of beef ending with Kanye and Drake? Drake was really hurt about Kanye leaking his information, but as we know, before Drake found out that he was having a kid, he deaded all his beefs. He said he did not want that negative energy with his kid coming into the world. All of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like he was
which
doing
always
an
good.
interview with LeBron,
Which is good. Always good.
and he wanted to dead all of that. So maybe this is
The final debt.
yeah, maybe so.
Hopefully.
Clean
They
it up.
definitely make some great music together.
Oh yeah.
So that's my entertainment news.
Thanks, True, for the entertainment.
We all the way to 10:55.
Yeah. Well, I know I've been holding everybody in suspense with the final thought. Truth sent me something over the interwebs. Truth, throw a little teaser on what we're going to talk about in the final thought.
Final thought. What we're going to talk about is how you as humans feel technically about assisted suicide.
Hold that thought. We'll be back. Got Second Chance with Undeniable playing. Join us for the final thought here on what's really going on at Flow House Radio.
Coming to kick in the rhythm and giving them 100% every time. Cause them a hotness, bro. You can try to knock this go, but I guarantee that you can never stop this flow. Thinking that you better than a veteran. I got the letter in the show. This just been the topic, bro. This is for the folks that roll with me. I'm finna put it down for the whole city. You ain't even gotta say I'm believing, but you can feel it in your body that I'm ready for the gold ticket. Now is the time. I gotta grind. I gotta give them my heart and my mind. I bet they all spark when I rhyme. Cause like I'm an alien, I'm the them is pride. And it's blood giving, talent heavenly, unbeaten. I got scar stitches from a young life of hard living. Been the God written since that day I've been born. But you know it's hard living, I'm caught slipping, I'm not quick. Nah, cause this race is not for the Hussein Bolt to the Swift. This is for those who endure to the end with a gift. So when you walk ready, set, let's go. When I set this thing on fire, bro. They said I'm unreliable, I'll make it undeniable. I'm breathtaking, amazing. Make sure there's no mistaking. Our hating is waiting, so make it undeniable. Breathtaking, amazing. Make sure there's no mistaking. Our hating is waiting, so make it undeniable. Since they wanna set the world on fire, let's set the world on fire. Since they wanna set the world on fire, let's make it undeniable. Since they wanna set the world on fire, let's set the world on fire. Since they wanna set the world on fire, let's make it undeniable. I've been called many things, raw, gorilla, and awesome spitzer, but they will not charge me with the titles given to me by the people who rock with chisel. Templeton, New Zealand, they've been screaming, got hot sizzle. So how many mics I got a question bust for they got sing just let me crush this stuff. When they give it the microphone, I'ma crush it up. With the river strike, I'm finna bust them up. So when you rock ready, set, let's go. When I set this thing on fire, bro, they said I'm unreliable, I'll make it undeniable. I'm breathtaking, amazing. Make sure there's no mistaking. Our hating is waiting, so make it undeniable. Breathtaking, amazing. Make sure there's no mistaking. Our hating is waiting, so make it undeniable. Since they wanna set the world on fire, let's set the world on fire. Since they wanna set the world on fire, let's make it undeniable. Since they wanna set the world on fire, let's set the world on fire. Since they wanna set the world on fire, let's make it undeniable. Breathtaking, amazing. Make sure there's no mistaking. Our hating is waiting, so make it undeniable. Breathtaking, amazing. Make sure there's no mistaking. Our hating is waiting, so make it undeniable.
Welcome back, everybody, to What's Really Going On. That was Second Chance with Undeniable. Local artist right there from the great city of Tampa. Check him out on all platforms. He has some new music coming out very soon, guys, but he's a local guy. He does every genre known to man. Go from hip hop to country to rock.
He started off as Christian rapper, yeah.
I was wondering if I know him.
Yep. I mean, like, honestly, when Carl Norton, when I used to do music with his son and this dude named LaQuil, and we were doing Christian rap, and Second Chance was like going to different churches and stuff performing.
Well, no,
now he getting that bag.
Mm-hmm. So, going a little overtime, but this is a final thought that is controversial, but will really, really make you think. So, Truth, go into detail on this topic we're going to go into tonight.
Well, Sarco is a suicide chamber, a coffin-sized pod you get into in order to painlessly and peacefully kill yourself on purpose. Dun dun dun. Yeah. It has faced a lot of scrutiny.
Yeah.
And my opinion on the whole assisted suicide chamber, like I stated earlier, I've worked in ALFs for like the last 14 years, and I've seen people who, I'm not God, but I've seen them suffer way longer than they should have had to. I mean, like, their quality of life is gone. They might not know their family members at that time. They might have different diseases and, you know, different things going on to where they're in pain all the time, or they can't speak and communicate with people. And it's like, why? Like, why do they have to just sit there and suffer? Like, they should be able to get a shot or something and go peacefully. You know, as long as, like, their care providers and stuff, you know, of course, when people have POAs, they're the ones who's in charge of that kind of stuff. But, I mean, if their POAs are on board and sign off on it, I think that's something that should be allowed. But then the twist with that, you know, younger people.
Yeah.
Who, you know, I want to kill myself is such a cliche statement that is overused nowadays. Like, really and truly, when somebody used to say they were going to kill themselves back in the day, like, everybody stopped. You know, it was that serious. And now kids are just like, oh my God, I can't go to the football game. I just want to die, and not like that dramatic die, like really like put themselves into like such a negative mood and feel like the world is completely over, and like, you know.
And you're right. It's become, like I said, it went from everybody stop what you're doing to like, they're just saying that for
attention
or attention. But like I said, I did do some. These pods are real. They are real. It's not 100% if they're in Hawaii, which Hawaii is.
China thing.
No, but assisted suicides are legal. China. It is assisted suicides are legal in Hawaii. They did come legal on that date, in 2019. The pods are real.
So you can go to Hawaii and die if you want to.
Yeah, it has to be a medical procedure though.
It has to be a medical procedure or a medical reason why you want to get this done.
Yes, it has to be it has to be medically cleared for you to.
Like you have like stage 4 cancer.
Correct. Like if say like rest in peace Chadwick Boseman, he knew that instead of suffering and he's about to get ready to die, he could have went to Hawaii, got in his chamber, and in about an hour he was gone.
Yeah, but then, you know, the Bible, for those of you who believe that way, says that if you kill yourself, that you're going to hell. So there's that.
Well,
you know, I mean, there's so many things that go along with it.
And the biggest thing is with these pods, when you hit that button, that's it. There's no.
Oh, you don't get no go backs?
No. Oh, okay. There's no go back. You hit that button.
No, I changed my mind.
Yeah.
No, I changed my mind.
You're gonna say, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, but like literally, it's like you lay. And I read you lay in the pod, you lay in there, and then the doctor says, "Whenever you're ready, just push the button." And when you push that button, it locks, and they cannot open it for an hour.
Oh,
while the drugs and the toxins go through your body. And literally what it is, it's almost like lethal injection, but it's more
calming and soothing.
Yes.
And you just kind of like go to sleep and then you wake up wherever you're going to end up for eternity.
Exactly. And like I said, they seal the body up, so, you know,
all the bowels and all that stuff,
So it seals that up, and then like I said, they, you know, if you want to get cremated, if you want to have a burial, whatever you want.
Plant me.
Yeah. But like you said, this is a slippery slope because like you said, it's hard to see people suffer.
Yeah.
It is very hard to see people suffer. Especially when it's something that, you know, there's nothing else you can do. Mm-hmm. When you hear those words, we've done all we can, there's nothing else we can do. It's like, all right, well, you have a couple options. You live your life to the fullest and go until it's time, until you know it's time to go. Or instead of suffering, you just say, you know what, let me go. And yes, you know, there is the time of miracles where something, you know, extraordinary happens.
Can happen.
And it can, and there always is that chance where it can happen, where that miracle can happen. Like, it could have been a miracle that, Chadwick, he wakes up one morning and he goes to the as a doctor visit. You don't have cancer anymore.
It could have been, but also it's my understanding that when he found out, he was
stage 3.
Yeah,
and that's the hardest thing, and to me it's not a mindset, but
because once you're stage 4, that's when it's spreading all the other organs.
But again, we haven't been taught to always go to the doctor.
Yeah,
we have not been.
But you think he didn't go to the doctor?
Not for that type of checkup. Normally,
I can imagine if you have colon cancer, that's gonna affect your. Well,
here's the thing. You might think it's something else. You just might think, oh no, that I might be,
hemorrhoids.
Yeah. But until you have that test done, you don't know. You don't, like I said, we are not taught to go to the hospital if something is off with us.
Ooh, I'm there every month.
It's different because they won't do anything.
And
that's the problem. They won't fix the problem, and they know what to do to fix the problem, but they don't want to do it.
They're not gonna get paid, so they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, that's the thing. But if they knew, but like I said, if there's like your problem's fixable, they can do it and fix it and be done. But there's a problem that's not fixed, that can't be fixed by doctors, and there's nothing else to do. It is actually a choice. You have to make that conscious choice to be like, I can go until I can't go no more.
Like he did.
Yeah, just made the best movies of his life during that time. Changed the culture of a people during that time.
Had little black boys believing they were superheroes.
Yeah. And that's the thing. He changed the whole generation. But he knew he only had a short time on this earth after he got that diagnosis. So he ran with it and pushed until he couldn't push anymore.
And look at the legacy he left.
Yeah. In a short period of time, he left.
Legacy lives forever.
Yeah. Or, like you said, you could be like, I don't want to go through this. And like I said, if it goes to stage 4 and they say we can't do anything else, that's a decision you have to make, one with your family,
your God,
with God, and yourself. Because if you make that decision and you go into the pod or whatever the states that allow, whatever they do to allow that assisted suicide to happen, you gotta one.
You was about to say you gotta live with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, and I'm like, well, I can't live with it. I was gonna say, I'm like, well, no, you can't live with it. But you're gonna have and you have to make sure your family's okay with it. Because if not,
it's gonna be like you killed yourself and you left them.
Yeah.
At the same time, if they suffering.
But that's what I mean. Your family knows that. Okay.
Family might not be okay with it. They might just be like, downright, no, this is wrong. You shouldn't do that. And the person might be like, you're not living with cancer. You know what I mean? You're not living, with
you're not
whatever.
You're not going through the chemotherapy.
Yeah, you're not doing
it. The surgeries I have to go through every day.
And how many times as humans have we selfishly wanted to keep people here just for our benefit? You know what I mean? Just so we have that person.
And it's I'm gonna like I said, when my dad died, like I said, me and you both, we didn't have that long tenure with our fathers.
And I was like, well, bro.
Yeah, and
goodness.
I wanted to get to know him more because he was gone when I was 4. And I met him 4 years ago. Be 4 years ago this year. Actually 4 years ago in May. Met him. And then 3 months later I had to come back up and bury him. And a lot of people say that his final his final wish came true. That he was able to see his kids for the last time before he passed, and he just like, I'm done. And it's like it does hurt a little bit because you wanted to see what could have developed, and that's what a lot of people do, especially with assisted suicide. Is like, what could have developed, even though, yes, you're suffering, yes, you're going through it. What could have been developed during that time? What could have happened during that short period of time that you were still here? And yes, people do get selfish. People do, because we have been bred in society to be selfish. That's the biggest thing. Everything that happens, everything that we go through, everything's been taught. And a lot of people don't see that we've been taught to be selfish. We've been taught not to lean on each other anymore. It's me, me, me. It's all about me. Instead of, let's help our fellow man out. Like back in the day, people used to help people on the side of the road.
You know why? Because those people that always helped the people that got taken advantage of, the people who weren't getting that treatment back. So,
but that's society. Society has bred that into us.
But you have to be like that if you're a giver, and all people doing is take. That's gonna change your heart. Like, that's gonna change who you are.
Still hasn't changed mine.
I don't know how much damage you've ensued.
No.
But exactly, there are people that like real deal damage by what people have done.
But you have to look at also the damage from the beginning. You have to look at what happened in the beginning to cause that damage to get so bad and so ingrained to get to the point that you're at now, where it's like, whatever.
It's not necessarily whatever. It's just people are more guarded and they're just like, I'm about me now. It's about me.
Yeah.
But sometimes being selfish is necessary. But, holding on to somebody who's clearly suffering for your benefit, like.
But that's where, like you said, and it has to be a medical situation.
Nah, you can't just be like, yo, I want to die today.
Yeah,
Let me go get in one of these pods.
No, and they won't let you. It has to be a medically cleared situation to allow that to happen.
Makes sense.
So, but you know me, I don't believe in suicide. And to me, and I'm not gonna say suicide's the
Hold on, what's the suicide part about it? You pushing a button?
Yeah, you push the button.
So if you were strapped on not strapped because you're not an inmate. No, if you were on a gurney, you know what I mean, and a doctor administered,
but you sign a waiver.
What if not?
Then it's against your will.
But if they know deep down that you want to go, you can't do it on your own. People do suicide pacts. I had 2 residents when I worked at a facility, husband and wife. They were done. Did a suicide pact. Husband died. Wife survived. She was miserable to the day that she died. Like, really and truly miserable.
So that's the thing. It just, I'm gonna have to look up the whole suicide pacts and things like that. But
that's something. Y'all just like, nah, we done, bro.
Like we
out of here.
You just make it up in your mind that, I'm just gonna give it up and I'm done.
No, I think when people get to that point, they just feel like all hope is gone.
Yeah, and that's another thing. What gives you hope? Where has that hope went? Did it go away when you had your last chemo treatment and it didn't do anything? Did your hope go away when your heart got broken and now you're sitting, at an edge?
You a single savage? Yeah.
No, but you see it. You see the people jumping off of bridges, people that are, shooting themselves in the head, and just because of, not medical but more emotional. You see more emotional. I'm gonna be honest. You see more emotional suicides than you do with assisted suicides.
Yeah.
And for that 1 second, after you pull that trigger, after you shoot those drugs, after you cut your arms, you cut your legs, and just watching the blood come out, and you got only minutes left.
You got
You got a few minutes left, and then you're like, crap, I shouldn't have done this. But by then it's too late.
You don't know that's what they said.
Some people, I guarantee you, some people do. I guarantee you, some people, because they're running off emotion instead of running off of actual thinking.
You ever had a breakdown?
Yes.
Like a mental breakdown?
Yes.
Like mental where you was going to check yourself into a facility?
Yes.
Or like really like kill yourself?
Yes. I hid it from y'all. I've hid it from y'all.
So you did that, and you still can't sympathize with people who want to have assisted suicide?
Not emotionally. Medically, medically, okay.
What about people who had to bury their kids? What about people? Yeah. Think about that. You only got one child. One. Like, you got, it's a lot of factors that go into people's emotions. Like,
and I'll tell
people
you,
ain't just like, my girlfriend broke up with me, I want to die.
No, and I'll tell you this. And I shouldn't think this way, but it's because of what we're going through in this day and age right now with this pandemic and everything, and with Ari going to school. I have to pray every day. I pray every day for her safety so she can go to school and come back.
I understand that. But she's safe right now. But if she were willing to, if she were taken away from you, it would be a whole different trajectory. You would feel a whole lot different.
It's right here. And I'm going to be honest, it's right there every day. Every day. It is in my mind.
Understandable. But until you as a parent, God forbid, ever face that, you can't down somebody that's emotional and wants to die. I mean, you can as a human, but how can you say your emotions as a parent are stronger than somebody who had to bury their kid and they just can't see a way out? They just can't. If your kid is your whole life, your flesh and blood.
And that's when, and that's where.
I know people have lost their mothers and have kids and still have to continue. Why? Because they're pushing for their kids. But if they didn't have those kids, they probably would have been out.
And I call that the broken heart syndrome.
There's no.
I'm not saying
the greatest pains that you can have is losing your parents and losing your kids.
And that's where the broken heart syndrome comes in.
Break down the broken heart syndrome.
That you have had so much pain that happens, it breaks your heart. And it just breaks everything. And people have died from that.
Couples that have been together for 60, 70 years, one of them died, and then the other one dies a week later. Yeah.
So, but I don't know.
People can will themselves to die. How is that any different from assisted suicide? People literally can will themselves to die.
Yeah, they can.
What's the difference?
I'm just
saying, what's the difference?
I just wish they could surround themselves with other people.
You gotta remember though, everybody don't have a support system. Everybody don't have pastors they can go to.
No, it's not. It's not.
Have religion that they can fall
It's not
back
even
on.
that.
Everybody doesn't have that. What do you tell somebody who is isolated and alone? People with mental issues who hear demons that tell them to kill themselves. Like, you can't just say, "Yo, you're emotionally thinking. Don't kill yourself."
No, it's not just. It's not that. It's more. When I say emotional, I'm talking about those people that.
Because I already said we're not talking about Tom who just broke up with his first girlfriend and wants to kill himself. We're not talking.
I'm not talking about that. I know you talking about that deep emotional.
To where suicide is your only option at that point, and you can't see anything else past that.
I guess this is just that Christian side of me.
Exactly. That's why I said everybody don't have religion.
But if you
Because let's face it, the fact that people know because of the Bible, what the Bible says about suicide, if you kill yourself, you're going to hell. That has stopped thousands of people. Because they're like, well, if I kill myself, I'm going to hell. I already feel like I'm in hell, and then I'm going to die and burn in hell for all eternity. So I'm just not going to do it out of fear.
But not always.
I didn't say always.
All right, take religion out, and you looking now straight at facts.
If you didn't have religion, would you have killed yourself?
No, because to be honest with you, even before I got in religion, actually when I was younger, when we lived in New York, yeah.
But you were a child then.
Yeah,
you didn't understand the real concepts of what suicide was. But when you got older and you started going through stuff and you started suffering and your heart was steady aching and your mind was plagued, it was a different story. When you had religion then, and that's probably what stopped you. For the fact that you knew that you were going to hell.
No, it wasn't. I'm gonna be honest. Religion was far from it when I was thinking.
What you just said.
But
you have religion.
I have it now. Yes. Well, I won't even call it religion. I mean, I'm not gonna dignify what I believe as religion, because religion is that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother show. That might be another final thought between religion and...
These final thoughts be running long. These final thoughts only supposed to last a good, 5-10 minutes,
Yeah, but I even and I'm bearing my soul right now because, like I said, nobody knew that I've had thoughts like that. Nobody. But
I believe it. You're a very isolated person.
I am.
And you don't enjoy life as you should and as you could. And
yeah.
I always be trying to tell you, you need to go out, you need to do things, you need to plan trips, you need to travel, you need to go places, you need to enjoy life. If you're not enjoying life, you're just existing on this planet. That's it. You're just existing. You're not living. If you're alive, what's the point of not living?
But it's easy, and don't take this the wrong way, it's easier for a woman to do that than a man.
How? Why?
Because as men, and I know, and like I said, I'm not saying all men, but most men, we are programmed to work.
Yeah.
We work. We provide.
I've seen you take vacations, and I've seen you do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I do.
Exactly when you could be out enjoying life, doing
in
exactly
Cali
what you want to do
for a week.
That don't entice him. That don't do shit for him. That don't do that. Don't do nothing for him.
No,
he like to eat. You know how many restaurants there are? You know how many stuff you see on Facebook, the little restaurants in different places and stuff? Start planning some stuff. Start enjoying life.
Yeah. Because you never know when you ain't going to have that chance to do that.
Exactly. No more. You can work.
No, but...
We know you got that bag. We know.
What bag? Yeah.
We know you got that bag.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Getting it.
But
always try to take time to go to a place you've never been before. Because the energy your endorphins are firing off because you're seeing stuff you've never seen before. So you could just be in a place you've never been before and be happy even though nothing has happened. You're just in something different. It's hard to explain.
No, I understand, because like I said...
You know how many trips
we
took broke?
Yeah. I believe it.
You know how many times we got on that road and went to Atlanta?
Just to go.
No real, if something happens, we can handle it, you know what I mean, type thing.
But
we was out. And we was enjoying it. Even when we were going and doing a little show.
You had we.
Huh?
You said we.
Yeah. It's even more fun to go by yourself because you can create this whole.
Because I hop
new
up
persona.
with people. I have friends. I'm that type of person who has that kind of vibe. For a person to have friends, they must show themselves friendly.
True.
Yeah. Even when you're by yourself, I like to go do random places by myself and create this whole entire persona that I'm not, because these people don't know. No, but these people normally I stay quiet. I stay to myself. I stay quiet. But you can go to a different city where nobody knows you and be outspoken and be happy and be like, normally I would never holler at that girl, but you know what? Today I'm gonna do it. And just you
Because
push
I
your own
don't live
limits.
here, and I ain't gotta see her again if she
push
say
your
no.
own limits. Because then once you do that, then you can take that back to home, and you're like, it's not that hard for me to go out there and talk to somebody I don't know. So sometimes you just gotta force yourself to do stuff like that. I know I've been in that situation.
You gotta live.
Yeah, because sometimes you ain't gonna get that chance, and then when you're stuck and you can't do it, then that's when you really want to do it, and that's what kind of creates that depression.
Yep.
Because you feel stuck.
True.
I want some tacos.
Well,
Serge, you and these damn tacos.
I
You
want
know,
some
ain't no
tacos.
street taco place
I
open
know.
right now.
Everything's closed.
The only place open is Taco Bell.
I don't even want Taco Bell right now.
well, there you go. There's the final thought, guys.
Dun dun dun.
Well, there goes another episode. Serge, thank you, sir.
Absolutely.
I think that was one of my favorite episodes.
Yes, it was. Very, very deep and thought-provoking. So, thank you, guys.
I challenge people. Don't y'all ever come on the air with me, because I'll bring it out you.
So, Truth, where can the people find you on social media?
Truth Davis on everything. Tiffany Truth Davis on Facebook. Yeah. And all y'all random people that just started following me on Snap. My Snap is for my shenanigans. If you're on like I know her because she was doing positive stuff in the community. If you're like one of those people who can't take a joke, don't add me. Don't add me on Snap. Don't add me on Snap. But you can find me at Tiffany Truth Davis or Truth Davis on pretty much everything. You'll see me come up.
All right. I am Tommy on Facebook, TJCM on Twitter. I have 2 Instagrams. I have Tommy C, host Tommy C, and then also I have my regular one, TJCM200. I post a lot of inspirational on
Start
my
posting
regular.
it on your host page
I
because we're trying
will-
to build you up.
I will start posting on my post page. I did actually post a video tonight before the show, so I'm working more and more on. I'm getting more used to Instagram.
Yeah.
Instagram. I know everybody uses Instagram, and I'm probably about 3 years behind. So that's where you can find me at. Serge, where they can find you at, boss?
Flow High Radio. Flow High Radio on Instagram, and that's pretty much it.
All right.
Well, I also got Surge in General, but we ain't gonna debut that one yet.
All right.
Y'all pray for me. I got to train the lady in the morning.
Before you
Well,
go.
actually, I ain't training her. I'm just kind of
A few more days left. You out.
I'm out tomorrow.
She leaving tomorrow.
I just
Oh, you
gotta
leaving
go.
tomorrow?
Yeah. I just gotta go and make sure she all right, and she, I hope she show up.
Yeah.
Hope she show up, because I don't know what they
You
gonna
have a
do.
safe trip.
Because I'm out.
Yeah.
You have a
Appreciate
safe
it.
trip. Bring back some goodies.
That sounds like she is gonna have some goodies.
Goodies.
That's gonna be the best. I can't wait to go back out.
I was gonna say we probably have a good time.
We might have to just mess around and take a trip out to Cali.
It's possible.
Like do a whole week out there.
Why not?
Do a couple of shows, live
Airbnb.
pop-ups. Yep.
Everybody pitch in.
Everybody put a few dollars down. It'll be a good time.
For sure.
Well, again, that is our show for tonight, everyone.
Yay.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Again, like I said, you'll be checking us out on Flow High Radio next Tuesday, 9 to 11.
Add us on Instagram.
Yes, Instagram. Add us.
Hold on. I just had a brain fart. What is it? What's Really Going On podcast?
Yes.
WRGO podcast. Add artists. Send your music in. DM.
Yes.
Still looking for sponsors. Street Jerky.
Calling you out.
Stop capping.
Yeah, really.
Stop capping. But everybody else, we still building.
Yes,
and
we are.
still, you might as well try to jump on board while we,
While we're at the infancy.
Yeah, while we still taking phone calls from common folks.
Yes.
Might want to tap in now.
And guess what, guys? We will see y'all next week. And rest in peace, our king, Chicago.
Wakanda
Wakanda forever.
Forever.